I am a victim of harassment and discrimination just because I'm a black woman. What a shame. Welcome to my world where all is well. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts that create the things. I am also the proud queen chief of 3 kings. Today is Thursday, October the 19th, 2023. It is currently 13:20 hours. High-ranking officer sues Miami police claiming demotion was due to her race and gender. Major Keandra Simmons. She is suing the police department because the police department allowed discrimination to go on the entire time she was there. They demoted her and harassed her. There was a captain there named Captain Javier Ortiz who did a lot of the harassing and allowing the discrimination to go on. They treated white male officers better than the black female officers, and they treated non-black female officers better than black female officers. Major Keandra Simmons went through a reign of terror as she was working for the Miami Police Department. She went through a relentless pattern of harassment and discrimination and humiliation. They made up lies about her and false allegations towards her. Major Keandra Simmons had to work through a hostile working environment for over 16 years. She had to deal with racism and sexism. She's now filed a federal civil lawsuit in which she is requesting over $1 million. I hope she get every penny she would like. There's nothing that could be done, in my opinion, to make her whole again or resolve or make her go back to where she was before she endured this. But to work somewhere and for the time frame that she did, over 16 years, and work your way all the way up to major, to get demoted due to harassment and discrimination and racism and sexism, and you've done nothing wrong. That's an awful feeling. I was terminated while still in the hospital. The most humiliating thing that has ever happened to me in my life. There's no amount of money that my former employer can give to me that'll make me whole again. I mean, we definitely gonna try to get as close to it as possible. I do have a active case, but to Major Keandra Simmons, I know they terminated Captain Javier Ortiz, he was also in charge of the police union there in Miami. Wow. That's crazy. I heard there was one police department that had 2 separate police unions. Allegedly, don't know if it's true or not, but I heard they had a police union for the black cops and a police union for the white cops. Now, when I first heard about it, I thought it was foolish, but if it's this much racism, discrimination, and harassment going on, especially if someone who's in charge of this union has demonstrated signs of being racist and sexist, then maybe Miami need their own separate police unions until they can bring some diversity training into that police department to make it to make this racism and discrimination and harassment non-existent. Will we ever be able to get to non-existent of racism? I don't know, but I believe we should do the best we can to get as close to it as possible. I believe the city of Miami residents deserve a police department that represents them, that looks like them, and that is not going to harass or discriminate them based on the color of their skin or based on their gender or sex or even sexual identity. But I'm so sorry, Major Keandra Simmons, you went to work to help protect and serve your community, and the people that you work with wasn't protecting and serving you as you was going through racism and sexism, working in a hostile working environment, going through relentless harassment and humiliation. Come on, Miami PD, do better. Do better, Miami PD. Do better. I know it's a lot of diversity there, and your police department should look just like your residents. That's what I have to say. If the majority of the people in Miami are white male officers, then let your police department look like that with some diversity. But I don't believe that's the case. I believe there are more minorities in Miami than there are white people. So I believe there should be more minorities in the police department than there are white people. That's just my personal opinion, but I hope Major Keandria Simmons get absolutely every dime, nickel, and penny that she is requesting, so she may go through, it'll help her go through some form of recovery process. And I think they should hold these people accountable. They shouldn't even allow people in the police department that have any notion or any form of racism or sexism. It's horrible. To the Miami Police Department, I wish y'all well. I don't wish any hurt, harm, danger, or death to come upon any officer at the Miami Police Department. To the citizens of Miami, just be careful. If you're a minority out there, you already know that racism, sexism is being demonstrated within the department. And these same people within the department are coming to supposedly serve and protect you, and you're a minority outside of the department. Just be careful. Like I say, call 911 on 911. Have them on the phone as you're being pulled over. Just say, hey, as far as I know, all 911 calls are recorded. Say, hey, I just want you on the phone as I'm being pulled over, just so you can listen in. Or something like that. Ask for backup immediately. Hey, I need more than one of y'all out here. And if you're a minority, ask for a minority officer. Say, hey, see you put me over. I'm going to comply with whatever you want me to do. But please, can I get another officer out here? And if it's two white male officers that show up and you still feel uncomfortable, I'm serious. If it's me, I would ask for a minority officer. I said, I'm going to need a minority officer out here. I personally trust minority officers more than I do you, based on previous experiences I've had with you. That's if that's your story. If that's not your story, you're okay, and the white male officers are treating you with dignity and respect, because I do not believe that all white male officers are bad. It's the few that makes the rest look bad. But if you're comfortable with the way they are handling you, then stick with that, okay? But I wish all parties involved the best outcome for you all. I really do. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. All is well. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And may my whole life prove that God is good.